Hello and welcome to Morten's Corner. My name is Morten. I'm a senior support consultant at ClickLearn. Today's topic is about project collaboration and the user roles. So, to talk a bit about the scope of today, we'll be talking about how you can invite users to your project and the different roles that are involved, like the author versus admin role and what that means. And then we'll talk about project collaboration and the different editing methods that are available, as well as the tasks. So in your ClickLearn project, you have an overview of your team members here, and here you can invite people to your project. So you just type their name and their email, of course, and then you choose which role you want them to have. There are two different roles. So there is author and there is administrator. What the author cannot do, the author cannot delete the full project, and the author cannot remove the administrator from the project. So that's the only difference between them. The author can still delete the recordings and do all the editing that is necessary to manage a project as such. So let's have a look at how the invite looks. The invite itself looks like this. You have your username and your password and which organization you need to use when you launch ClickLearn. And there is a link to install ClickLearn if you don't have it already. Once you start your ClickLearn Studio, let's say you already do have it installed, then you will just see that a new project is available for you. That just appears in your overview. So to come back to ClickLearn here, and let's have a bit look at the different tasks. You can see them out here. You can see the various tasks that are available or that has been done, and you can of course see who's responsible for the different tasks out here. You can create tasks easily either by clicking on the three dots here and say task, add task. This will automatically add a task for this specific recording. It will be linked down here. It will associate this work instruction called Word. It will associate that with the task. You can also do additional ones. So let's say you wanted to add this one as well, and maybe this one down here. And then you can just add your task. You can call it please translate to French. And then you can assign it to a user in your project. And of course you can describe if you want to describe the task itself. And of course you can also change the type. So this is a task directly related to the recording itself. You could have a task related to the assets. It could be there are assets missing, or you want someone to translate the structure or do some structure reorganization. Or you could have someone responsible for publishing, so the whole project knows, okay, this user is responsible for publishing and they should do that under these circumstances or whatever. And of course, the localizations and replays and stuff like that is down here. If you save your changes, the task will appear out here in the tasks. And you can also open up a task view here, which looks like this. So here we can see that one of the tasks were completed. We can see that it was completed by my colleague MNS. He completed the translate to French. So what we can do here is we can just view the task quickly, and I can see that this was regarding the instruction called CRM, and for the there was an external asset called assist image that also needed translation to French. This task has been done. That's kind of how it works. So it's pretty nice to have an overview here of like how your project gets organized and who's responsible for what. So additionally, if you come into a recording, I did one down here. Let's go ahead and edit that. So in addition to the collaboration efforts here, we have the chat or comments, if you will. And I can see that I have added a various comments on my M&E account. And MNS has told me that he will fix this missing asset part down here. So that's kind of, you can see there's an asset missing here. So that's kind of how the chatting and commenting works. It's quite nice to be able to collaborate across recordings without necessarily having to talk to each other directly. You can just leave your comments and the other person can come in and check it out. That's kind of how that part works. So yeah, adding users directly to your project can be done by clicking on the team. Or if you are creating a brand new project, let's try that. Then you also have the option to establish a team from the get-go right here. So you can invite multiple people by just clicking them. You can click multiple users if you had a bunch, and you can just click on add. So that's how that is done. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about the different tips and best practice tips here. So for the collaboration efforts, you will want to agree on how you work with tasks in your team. And you want to evaluate like how you check the comments and just align the expectations project-wise so that everyone kind of works on the same way and everyone's on board and you know exactly how to use the tool and where to look for the different information. So if you don't agree on someone looking at the chat in the tickets, maybe no one goes into to a recording and maybe they do not look at the chat because you didn't agree that was the way you worked. And of course, for the permission, only grant the permission you need for the user to do that task. And of course, confirm they are able to log in and work if they're a new user. They might need help installing ClickLearn and getting that up and running. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I know that in the past we've had a lot of questions about how you can collaborate. So we've done a lot of work with Attain on how this is done. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.